experiment earlier with sexual relationships. In fact, we see, again, a measurable difference in the girl's body. On average, girls who are raised apart from their biological father will experience their first period 1 year earlier than girls who are raised in the home of their.
Yeah, I never knew that. In my head, what I heard her say is the parent allowing the kid to grow up faster than they should. You know, almost like letting a girl who was aged, what, 4 with fingernail polish type shit. Like pushing them to be something that they're not yet. But that's just how I'm looking at it.
Biological dad. There's several theories about why that is, but something about having no father in the home or foreign pheromones of mother's boyfriend or a stepfather that initiates an early reproductive cycle in the girl. Couple that with the likely father hunger that she is experiencing, because all little girls long for, are made for, and desire to be cherished by a man. And if the man is not her father, who is offering that kind of protective guidance, she will find a man to love her. It just might be for 5 minutes on a Friday night.
I want to know who's disagreeing with this stuff. So whoever's watching, if you disagree with what she's saying, tell me what you're disagreeing with in the comments and make a valid point. Yeah. Don't just say you disagree with it because how you feel. Make a valid point.
That is why 63% of girls in the United States who have teen pregnancies come from fatherless homes, right? Not only because they're reproductively ready, but they're vulnerable to the wrong kind of male attention. Boys who don't grow up with a father, Brad Wilcox just unveiled this astounding finding in his book, Get Married. He found that if a boy grows up without a father, he is more likely to go to prison than graduate from college. That is the impact of a fatherless home on a boy. Criminality is.
You see, like, that's crazy how the different comparison still adds up, because all she is going to get pregnant, but dude going to jail. It's like, I'm sorry to like pick a side at that point, because you shouldn't be able to pick a side, but I'd want to be there for my son. Real talk. It's like, it's not that I want my daughter to end up pregnant. It's not that. Not saying none of that thing, not even pointing in that direction. But if we're playing who is more worse, yeah. But damn, just to think. And they say guys don't have an impact or father don't have impact. They do. It's maybe not 100% of an impact, but they do.
Is the more predictable result for boys. Why is that? Because fathers are distinctly wired to regulate a child's aggression, specifically a boy's aggression. And if they do not have a father in the home wrestling with them when they are age 4, arm wrestling with them when they're age 6, building and chopping and climbing trees, if they don't have a father that is channeling that aggressive, that competitiveness, sometimes the first time they run into that kind of physical boundary is with the police. And unfortunately, that's not the right place to test out your aggressiveness. They will find somebody like the girls, they will find a man to love them and shape them and guide them. And a lot of times it's a gang leader, somebody that is going to use them to advance their own aims. So fatherlessness is really at the heart of most of the social ills that we're facing in America, certainly in the UK too. I know that right now you have, I think 50% of the children in the UK will reach their 14th birthday in a fractured home.
How many times people got to scream it? They've been screaming it for enough times now. The only people actually keeping fathers out the home is actually the woman, if we're being honest. Because if you don't allow us to be fathers, because think about it, right? The bad father will beat you up and take the child. We're not talking about the person who has been fighting for years. The one who says, I'm better than you, he'll beat you up and take the child. The fathers who are actually fathers, they will allow you to let you give them the child. But if you don't feel like giving them is the right thing, these are the actions that can't happen. Most definitely. Because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah. And we can't speak because, guys, tell me what y'all think in the comments. Whenever the thoughts and the time comes in that we can have these conversations in full depth, we will.